के तले हैं आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले हैं।
उठाइए इतिहास की वो किताब जिसमें दुख दर्द पीड़ा से भरे पिछले 13 साल थे इस भारतीय टीम के लिए, जहां सपने टूटे थे, लेकिन बारबेडोस में अध्याय लिखिए नया, सुनहरी स्याही उठाइए और वो सितारा बना दीजिए उस बैच पर, उस भारतीय टीम के उस बैच पर जो 150 करोड़ हिंदुस्तानियों का है। एक सितारा, एक T20 विश्व कप जीत। अंततः 13 साल के इंतजार के बाद भारत विश्व चैंपियंस, भारत विश्व विजेता। इन 15 हीरोज ने मिलकर, इनके साथ इनके सपोर्ट स्टाफ ने मिलकर उस बैच पर वो सितारा लगाया, भारतीय क्रिकेट के बैच पर वो सितारा लगाया, भारत की गर्व से सीनी चौड़ी हुई छाती पर सितारा लगाया। ये इमोशंस, ये पल जिंदगी भर याद रखेंगे, ना सिर्फ ये खिलाड़ी, ना सिर्फ वो शख्स जो यहां है, लेकिन पूरे भारतवर्ष को याद रहेंगे ये पल। 13 साल पुराना इंतजार इस भारतीय क्रिकेट टीम का, भारत का पूरा हुआ है। बारबेडोस में वादे अनुसार, वादा मुताबिक झंडा गाड़ा है इस भारतीय टीम ने, लोहा मनवाया है अपना, अपने क्रिकेट का, अपनी टीम का, अपने देश का। देश से 14,000 किलोमीटर दूर यहां बारबेडोस में आज इस दोपहर में झंडा गाड़ा है, अपना तिरंगा गाड़ा है रोहित शर्मा, विराट कोहली। ये जश्न जारी रहने वाला है।
जिस लम्हे का हम सब ने इंतजार किया, दुनिया भर में हर भारतीय ने इस पल का इंतजार किया है, वो पल आखिरकार आ गया है। 13 साल का इंतजार इस शानदार तरीके से खत्म किया है और ये हमारे ऑफिस की तस्वीरें हैं। इन चेहरों पे आपने हर भाव देखा है, हर इमोशन देखा है, लेकिन अंत में वो जो खुशी थी, चाहे वो नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू हो, चाहे वो इरफान पठान हो, चाहे वो मोहम्मद कैफ हो या फिर दीपदास गुप्ता हो, दिस इज द मोमेंट। कई बार हमने उस दहलीज पे दस्तक दी और अपने आंसू को रोका है, लेकिन ये वो 4 वर्ल्ड कप की ट्रॉफियां, 1983 कपिल देव की वो टीम, 2007 MS धोनी की टीम, 2011 में वो MS धोनी की टीम, लेकिन अब इन 2 कप्तानों के साथ, इन 2 लेजेंड्स के साथ सुनहरे अक्षरों में लिखा जाएगा रोहित गुरुनाथ शर्मा का नाम। 2024 और माय हमारे साथ हमारे सारे लेजेंड्स जो हैं वो यहाँ स्टूडियो में मौजूद हैं। सिद्धू जी वो देयर लास्ट मोमेंट के लिए, इस मोमेंट को हमने इंतजार किया है, इस मोमेंट का हमने बेसब्री से इंतजार किया है। बच्चे बड़े हो गए, अब वापस आ गए। हाउ डू यू लुक एट दिस ग्लोरियस मोमेंट इन इंडिया क्रिकेट?
मैं तो एक मोमेंट को याद रखूंगा, जैसे वो कपिल पाजी ने कप उठाया था ना, आज सूर्य कुमार यादव का जो वो पल था, उस पल में ये वर्ल्ड कप हमारी गिरफ्त में आया। गुरु, वो ऐसा समय था, अब आप देखिए कि ये इतना इमोशन है। अगर आप देखिए वर्ल्ड कप जीता पहले कोहली ने जो आज किया है, मुझे लगता है कि कोई एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा था। फॉर्म खराब था, लेकिन जब चूहों के चमड़ों से नगाड़े नहीं मरे जाते, लेकिन जब बड़ा वक्त आता है तो कोई ऐसा बड़ी सोच वाला प्लेयर आके खड़ा हो जाता है, खूंटा गाड़ के हाथ खड़ा करता है और अपने परिवार से बात कर रहा है, अपने बच्चों को जीभ दिखाते हुए। ये खुशियां जो हैं, ये छोटे छोटे पल जो हैं, देखो छोटी छोटी चीजों से पूर्णता मिलती है और पूर्णता कोई छोटी चीज नहीं। आज कोहली को पूर्ण कर दिया, इस जीत ने कोहली को गंगा नहला दी। और वो जितना कुछ लोग बोल रहे थे कि कोहली फॉर्म में नहीं है, लेकिन वर्ल्ड कप जिताने का श्रेय आज इन्हीं कंधों के ऊपर है। और सच पूछो तो मैं सूर्य कुमार यादव का वो पल, कई बार एक पल की गलती सदियां खता खाती हैं, लेकिन ये पल सदियां याद रखेंगी कि सूर्य कुमार यादव ने वो कैच पकड़ा था, और किसका पकड़ा था? क्लासन का, जो एक तरह से ही वाज रनिंग अवे विद द गेम, और फिर किस तरह नर्व्स पकड़ी, फिर अंदर से हड़ी और फिर फेंक के वो कैच जब संपूर्ण हुआ, मुझे लगा वर्ल्ड कप हमारा है। तो मुझे लगा वो सबसे बड़ा मोमेंट है। आंखें भी चलक गई, जज्बात भी फड़क गए, और वहां हम लोगों ने ये झंडा ऊपर कर दिया, और
ये बहुत जरूरी है।
और इस झंडे में शहीदों का खून है गुरु,
दिलों में जो ध्वज है वो शायद इससे बड़ा है। एक सेकंड, एक आदमी यहाँ पे प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच था 2007 में, आंखें नम है, शायद थोड़े से वो आंसू जो है वो रोक के रखे हुए हैं। 2007
भाई 17 साल हो गए। ये इंडियन टीम को मालूम नहीं है कि
इन्होंने क्या कर दिया,
इन्होंने क्या किया और इन्होंने क्या खुशी दी है, क्योंकि मैं आज यहाँ पे नहीं आने वाला था। आज यहाँ पे आया और मुझे अपने इतिहास का पार्ट बनाया है और मैं इनका शुक्रगुजार हूँ, क्योंकि ये सालों साल रहेगा। 2007 हम आज तक याद करते हैं, 1983 आज तक याद करते हैं। मैं बुमराह का शुक्रगुजार हूँ, मैं रोहित शर्मा का शुक्रगुजार हूँ, हार्दिक पांड्या का शुक्रगुजार हूँ, सूर्य कुमार यादव, उसका कैच तो मैं पूरी जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलूंगा। मेरी अगर आखिरी सांस भी चल रही होगी ना, मैं याद रखूंगा सूर्य कुमार यादव का कैच, क्योंकि डेविड मिलर इतना खतरनाक बल्लेबाज है कि वो पहली गेंद पे अगर वो छक्का चले जाते तो शायद मैच निकल जाते। और इंडियन टीम को नहीं मालूम है, आप लोग को मालूम है कि पिछले 10 दिन बहुत मुश्किल थे मेरे लिए। तो ये जो अभी आंसू है ना, वो सिर्फ दुख के आंसू नहीं है जो मेरी लाइफ में आया है, ये खुशी के आंसू है। सो लव यू टीम इंडिया, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
कंग्रेचुलेशंस
इरफान,
पूरे देश को।
और सबसे बड़ी बात है गुरु, जब मेरे बेटे के बच्चे होंगे ना आगे, तो डाइनिंग टेबल पे छोटा आके कहेगा नाना दादा कुछ भी कह दे, तो बिटिया का हो जाए बिटिया, मैं कहूंगा गुरु मैं उस टीम का पार्ट था। कमेंट्री करने वाली टीम जिसने कमाल किया था, मैं 10 साल बाद आया था। और दूसरा ये टीम इंडिया, और उनमें एक बुमराह नाम का बंदा था। वो बुमराह नाम का बंदा ऐसा था कि जब नैया जब खिवैया में फंसी हो और आंधियां चल रही हो, हर बार वो पार कराता था। वो एक जादूगर था।
बाजी रुक जाइए, क्योंकि अब हम उन योद्धाओं से सुनने वाले हैं जिन्होंने इस 13 साल का इंतजार जो है वो खत्म किया है। चौथा T20 वर्ल्ड कप सुनेंगे इन दोनों कप्तानों से, लेकिन रोहित शर्मा हम आपके आभारी हैं। थैंक यू फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप।
जाओ यार, उन्हीं के पास रहो।
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final post-match presentation of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024, hosted in the magnificent venues of the USA and the West Indies. It's been a great tournament. We've witnessed thrilling matches, outstanding performances, and unforgettable moments. Congratulations to both teams for an extraordinary journey, for captivating us with their skill and passion, and for making this T20 World Cup a spectacular event. On behalf of the International Cricket Council, I'd like to thank the hosts, Cricket West Indies, the sponsors, the international media and broadcasters, the players, and finally you, the fans, for making this event a special one. Let me introduce the presentation. The ICC chair, Dr. Kishore Shallow, Cricket West Indies President and ICC Director, Mr. Jay Shah, BCCI Honorary General Secretary and ICC Director, and Lawson Naidu, Cricket South Africa Chair and ICC Director. To commence our final post-match presentation, we are honored to welcome one of Barbados and West Indies' finest modern players, former T20 World Cup champion Carlos Brathwaite, to place the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024 trophy. Their medals from Dr. Kishore Shallow, the Cricket West Indies president, led by the match referee, Richie Richardson, or Sir Richie Richardson, will come forward. And he will lead the on-field umpires, Chris Gaffney and Richard Illingworth, who will also be accompanied by the television umpire for today, Richard Kettleborough, and the fourth umpire, Rod Tucker. Two of the officials without whom this would not have been possible. And we move on now to present the runners-up who have played with immense skill and determination throughout the tournament and only did not cross the line today on the big stage. Congratulations to South Africa. You have been fabulous. I'd now like to invite the South African team to come up to collect their runners-up medals from Lawson Naidu, Chair Cricket, South Africa. Now we can get the players to come forward. Othniel Batman, Gerald Coetzee, Quinton de Kock, Bjorn Fortuin, Reza Hendricks, Marco Jansen, Heinrich Klaassen, Keshav Maharaj, David Miller, the impressive fast bowler Anrik Nokia and his colleague Kagiso Rabada, Ryan Rickelton, Tabraiz Shamsi, Tristan Stubbs, and last but not by any means least, South Africa's captain, impressive captain who's led so magnificently throughout this tournament, Aiden Markram. Great appreciation for South Africa and the way they've acquitted themselves in this tournament. We will surely see a lot more of South Africa in the knockout and final stages in years to come. And now if Aiden Markram can make his way over toward us. In commiserations, I think the appreciation from the crowd present here and those viewing, the global audience, have shown their great love for what you've provided. As you look at today's game and the outcome, generally, how do you feel?
Yeah, obviously gutted for the time being. I think it'll take some time for us to have a really good reflection on a really good campaign that we've had. Obviously for the time being though, like I've mentioned, it hurts quite a bit, but having said that, still incredibly proud of this group of players and everyone that's involved in this team.
The bowling effort today by your unit, how many marks do you give to them for the way they carried it out?
Yeah, I thought they bowled well. Don't think there was a hell of a lot to work with with regards to the pitch, so thought they did well to restrict them to what we thought was a chaseable total. Thought we batted really well as well, and came down to the wire. Really good game of cricket. So on all fronts, really chuffed with the guys today. Like I mentioned, not great to get over the line, but incredibly proud of this group of people that we've got going here in our white ball squad.
Was there a time in the run chase, did it seesaw with you the way that you chased the total? What was a crucial point for you?
Yeah, it did. And you know, we've seen with a lot of our games this campaign that it's not really over until the last ball is bowled. So we never got comfortable. There's always that element of scoreboard pressure, and especially at the back end, things happen quite quickly and can change quite quickly as well. But having said that, we got into a great position, which proves that we were worthy finalists. Could have won the game today, unfortunately didn't, but still, like I mentioned, incredibly proud of the group.
Yeah, a lot of close calls. I was reading a quote from one of your journalists back home, and it surrounds a lot of South African sport. They don't know what we know as South Africans. How does that set you up for the future?
Yeah, hopefully really in a really good way. I think one thing that's guaranteed about a South African, wherever they are in the world, is they're a really competitive person, a really respectful person, and a person that will go down with the fight. So that's one thing that we as a group sort of pride ourselves on. Hopefully moving forward we can draw a lot from those few things and can keep putting the skill side of the sport to good use. But it's still a proud moment for us.
Congratulations on getting to the final, and there is no doubt, Aiden, that your time will come in future. Thank you very much for the entertainment.
Thank you, Bish. Thanks.
Aiden Markram, South Africa's captain and a worthy finalist of this 2024 T20 World Cup. And now let's celebrate the champions. May I invite the victorious India cricket team to come up and receive their champions medals from Jay Shah, the BCCI Honorary Secretary General and ICC Director. They will be led by Jasprit Bumrah, Yuzvendra Chahal, Shivam Dubey, Ravindra Jadeja, Yashasvi Jaiswal, the impressive and great Virat Kohli, Hardik Pandya, Rishabh Pant, Aksa Patel, Sanju Samson, Ashdeep Singh, who was bowled splendidly all tournament, Mohammad Siraj, Kuldeep Yadav, Surya Kumar Yadav, and bringing up the back end there is their captain, their leader, Rohit Sharma. Great performance throughout the tournament. India unbeaten. And one would have to say the way that they've marched through, by some distance, a well-balanced, the most well-balanced, finely groomed and well-led team. The only team to go undefeated in winning a T20 World Cup in the history of the tournament. Round of applause one more time for Rohit Sharma and his men. And now Rohit would make his way Rohit, congratulations. If I may just press you back just a little bit so they get a good shot of you and none of me. How do you sum up this moment, given all the planning, given all, I suppose, the times that you didn't quite cross the line as you would have wanted to? Sum up this for the nation and for the global society.
Very hard to sum up what we've been through for the last 3 or 4 years. To be honest, we worked really hard as individuals and as a team. A lot has gone behind the scenes for us to be here today and winning this game. It's not what we did today, it's what we've been doing for the last 3-4 years. That's the result that has come for us today. You know, we played a lot of high pressure game in the past as well, and we've been on the wrong side of it as well. So guys do understand, you know, when the pressure is on, what needs to be done. And today was the perfect example of when the back is against the wall, what is required. We stuck together as a team, all of us, even though, you know, at one point it was looking South Africa's way, but I thought, you know, overall as a team, as a group on the field, we wanted this really bad. We wanted to win this, but I know to win a tournament like this, a lot goes behind the scenes, a lot of efforts, a lot of mind needs to come together. And I'm very, very proud of the bunch of boys that I have and the management as well for giving us that liberty to go and play and you know, execute and having that trust in each one of us, and that has to start from the management, coach, captain, and then the players, you know, go out there and do it. Throughout the tournament, I think we were fantastic.
Let's talk about a few individual players and not isolating anyone else, but Virat's form wasn't the greatest coming into this final. What's your appreciation of what he did today with the bat?
Look, I was, not me, but nobody was in doubt about that form of Virat's. We know the quality that he has. He's been on top of his game for last 15 years. Come the occasion, we know big players will stand up. Virat was obviously holding that one end, which was very, very crucial for us. And the others played around him. And for us to get to that total was a team effort as well. We wanted somebody to bat as long as possible. These are not the wicket where you can just come and bat freely and keep the scoreboard ticking straight away. So we do understand that, and we wanted somebody to bat as long as possible. Virat did that perfectly. That is where experience, all the years that he has played, comes into the picture. And the other guys around played really well. Aksar's knock of 47 was, I think, very, very crucial as well.
Let's jump on to the bowling now, and you've got many, many heroes across the tournament. Akshar himself with the ball, Kuldeep, Ashdeep. But this guy, Jasprit Bumrah, how do we put into words what he keeps doing?
I can understand you guys trying to put it out in the words, but I've been someone who's seen him for so many years playing alongside me. Even I don't know what exactly is with him, and what I know exactly what he brings to the table, but how he does that, it is just masterclass, to be honest. He backs his skills, which is more than enough. And he's a very confident lad. Whatever he wants to do, he executes that to perfection, which is a very rare sight. I know.
Hardik is telling you that he wants to celebrate here now.
Yeah, no, I mean, Jasprit Bumrah, to put it in one word, he's a class act.
And Hardik bowling that
Hardik was brilliant as well. Bowling that over, no matter how many runs is required to bowl that last over, nerves and all of that, I'm very, very, very proud of the boys.
A word to the fans who've turned up here finally, who've supported you at home and abroad.
Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic. All the way through New York to Barbados, I just want to salute them, to come and support us the way they have. And also back home, millions of people are sitting there watching it. It's a late night in India. I'm pretty sure they will be up tonight to watch this. It is for them. They've been waiting for a long time, like we have. So yeah, I mean, very, very proud of what we have achieved today.
Rohit, congratulations. Thank you very much for all the entertainment you've provided around this tournament. Once again, I'll allow you to go and to join your teammates to receive the trophy from Mr. Greg Barclay, the ICC chair, and Mr. Jay Shah, ICC director. Congratulations to India, led by Rohit Sharma, ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup champions 2024.
Take in this moment. These are your T20 World Champions. India wait 13 years for this glory. Great players like Rahul Dravid have come and gone, and they haven't had their hands on this trophy. That doesn't define you. What defines you is this moment right here, this campaign right here. The first T20 World Champions to go unbeaten in a competition. They're on top of this world. This is Rohit Sharma's legacy. This is what Virat Kohli is left in terms of standards. This is what this team will build on, from the Jasprit Bumrahs to the Arshdeeps, to the fact that the rule of 7 applied for India. 7 different match winners, 7 players with 50s in this competition, 7 different bowlers who took wickets, with an iconic number 7 sitting back at home who started it all in 2007. India win by 7 to become world champions. Raidu, that frame, Rahul Dravid, the emotion after years of being resolute, of being the wall, that frame right there, that celebration tells you what it means if Rahul Dravid can celebrate like that.
I mean, it tells you what it means to every Indian out there, and especially Rahul Dravid. He has known the pain of being in a World Cup and not doing well as a captain, and now as a coach, he has turned it all around. And the group that he had was amazing. And Rohit Sharma, and all the players. I mean, these are the champions we all were waiting to celebrate for a very, very long time in Indian cricket. And today is the day. Today is an opportunity, and we have found new heroes to celebrate after all. And Indian cricket is going on a great state, and the great times ahead for Indian cricket. And you see Rahul Bhai getting so emotional, and you see the secretary of the BCCI, you see that match winner there, Bumrah, who has done it for India yet again in this crucial encounter.
Dale Steyn also with us here on Kent Cricket Live, co-powered by Amul and Eurogrip Trials. That's a frame. And you understand as well, Dale, I'll come to you in a bit, but you understand what it means, those years of heartache, those years of yearning, that final hurdle that held India back despite great players for so many years. Those demons have been vanquished. Tomorrow you will wake up knowing that India are the world champions, knowing that these players that you have supported through thick and thin and should continue to support have delivered on your dreams, your hopes, your ambitions, and more importantly, they define their legacy. A date with destiny had been set, and they have taken control of their own destinies. India are the T20 world champions, an extraordinary campaign where they have remained absolutely unbeaten. And you look at the different performances that have stepped up to the plate at each and every moment. We will break it down for you, but for the moment, India are world champions after waiting years and years with the greatest of players stopping at the final hurdle. Not today. Today, we celebrate the blue. Continue with Ambati Raidu, Dale Steyn and Ishant Sharma with us in the studios. The amount of waiting that has been, Ishant, you understand it. You've lifted a trophy wearing that blue for India. You understand what it means to the fans for the years that they have waited, the hours that they have traveled. But more specifically, Ishant, when you're in a situation and you can actually see, that's what some of these Indian players have achieved by becoming world champions today.
Oh yes, absolutely. I think the way they have played this whole tournament, not only one player, if you can see, I think in every single game there is a different man of the match. I think Jasprit Bumrah has 2 man of the match. Virat became a man of the match in the final. Akshar Patel in one of the games. Kuldeep is one of the games. So I think this is a very good sign for the Indian cricket team, the way they are playing. And the good thing is now India want to produce some fast bowlers. Everybody want to be a fast bowler in India, especially after watching 30 runs, 30 balls, and still India won the game. Especially the fast bowler is doing a job. Good sign for Indian cricket team.
Ishant, take in these visuals. These are your friends, the champions of the world. Akshar Bhai.
Give him a mic if he understands.
आज कुछ नहीं बोलना है. लहरा दो. लहरा दो.
All the players here who celebrate this moment that they deserve, that have deserved for so many years as well in this moment, boss. God, Hardik, you're a world champion, bro.
Thank you so much.
The lap of victory with your friends, with your families, with your fans, with the players that you played besides.
Raidu.
The players that you played against.
Raidu, I understand what you missed even.
Dale, it's been a long wait. It's been a long wait for Indian fans. It's been a long wait, and you understand that. But to have a team that has contributed individually in those moments and have wanted to be world champions with a team effort and not do it for one player, not do it for one ambition, but to do it to become world champions.
Who's that? India?
India, yeah.
I'm almost lost for words, I kind of wish that was me, obviously. That's what you play for. Oh God, Ambati Raidu next to me and he's in tears. This would have been me. And it just shows you what it means. World Cups are not just about winning cricket games, it's about uniting people, it's about everything that you work for so many years. These guys, they can be so proud of themselves. It's such a huge occasion. Halfway across the world, I'm sure all of India is still awake watching this. I'm proud and I'm upset. I'm I'm feeling all the emotions at the same
You must
time.
be proud of your team. South Africa has been incredible in this competition.
Extremely proud of the South Africans. They got over possibly our biggest hurdle as the semi-final. And then they pushed today. They pushed. It wasn't a walkover game. It wasn't a one-sided game. It was an incredible final, actually. It was a fantastic final. And they say that like bowlers win tournaments, batters win games. And Jasprit Bumrah, he's lit up this whole tournament from New York to Barbados. It was that over there where he didn't get a wicket, but he turned the game on. The next thing you know, India started to believe again, and they came out victorious. And I still believe that here's the turning points. Bowlers win your tournaments. I'm putting my hat down on that. That's amazing.
Let's go to our bowler in our studio, Ishan. It wasn't just Jasprit Bumrah, because you know those overs are gold. You know he creates those pressures. You know the wicket, when he delivers, and you know the dot balls, you know the pressure. But to give Hardik Pandya the responsibility as well in T20 equations, it can go anywhere. Talk me through those two individuals, and Arshdeep, of course, what this pace bowling attack has done in this T20 World Cup and in this final, Ishan.
I think they did a tremendous job, Mayanti. If I talk about Hardik, at a moment when he bowled that, when South Africa need 30 runs in 30 balls and taking a wicket of Klaasen, I think it changed everything. And the kind of belief after that we got a Klaasen wickets, that was something else. And if we talk about Jasprit Bumrah, even Rohit said, he's a class act. We can't describe him in words, but the big surprise was Arshdeep. The way he came in, the way he bowled, I think that was something else. He was bowling in tough situations. He was bowling with a new ball in a power play and bowling at the back end. But not going for too many and still giving those important breakthroughs was very, very crucial.
Oh, those are the visuals that you want to see. The younger generation to be with your families, for Rohit to do this, and he's always had his family besides him. All these players have defined the fact. But this frame right here, Raidu, this can bring tears to anyone's eyes, because these two have invested so much, not just in Indian cricket, but they're icons in limited overs as well. They've set the standards, they've set the milestone. They've achieved so much in their careers. But this is what they wanted. This is what was missing for them together. They've never done it together.
That is the frame. That is the frame that has changed, transformed Indian cricket forever. Because those are the icons that the young generation looks up to, and those are the standards that they have set, that you can only go on to get better. And Virat Kohli, especially with the standard that he has set in terms of fitness and in terms of attitude on the ground, and Rohit Sharma in terms of playing as a team, putting the team ahead of every single milestone that is out there. And this is something so special. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, as a cricketer who has played the game, I'm telling you, these guys have turned it completely. They have just transformed cricket for India, and the younger generation will know it. And in times to come, they have created something that everyone will celebrate, and we'll be so happy and lucky, and we'll feel privileged to be a part of that transformation, and to witness that transformation happen.
It really has been some incredible moments. I still won't get over that emotion from Rahul Dravid. Let's talk about Hardik Pandya. He himself said the last 6 months that he's had has been extraordinarily painful, and we understand that. Our Ultratech #1 performer of the day. Hardik is the player, Dale, for big occasions. Today he had to defend it totally. He had to bowl the pressure of that last over. He had to hold his nerve. Talk me through that last over from Hardik.
Yeah, the last over was a good over, but I think this is it. Yeah, the plans to Klaasen, take it away from him. Don't keep it straight at the stumps, otherwise he will punish you. And India were fantastic. Rohit was also good. He was able to slow down the game. I was actually on commentary the over before when they'd taken down Axar Patel, and all of a sudden you felt the game has swung. South Africa's got this. India slowed down the game. Hardik came in, bowled cleverly, specifically to his plans, got the wicket of Klaasen, and then all of a sudden, bang, 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 things become really difficult. So it was a masterclass from India in terms of how to cope and handle pressure, and then also execution of plans. To the T, it was perfect.
The kiddos are having a look at that world champion medal right now. They've been awaiting. They weren't there. They didn't exist in 2011, and the kiddos are getting a chance to see that. Ishant, how special it is to have a captain like Rohit Sharma. He's had a bowling unit in the sense 7 different bowlers have delivered wickets for you throughout this competition. As a bowler's perspective, how did you gauge his leadership when it came to marshalling his bowlers, the changes that he made, the responsibility that his bowlers took upon themselves?
I think it's a blessing to have someone like Rohit as a captain, and he's a very smart operator. Why I would say it, like even in just when everybody was asking, even in the press conference before the World Cup, why did you select 4 spinners? We are playing a World Cup in USA and the West Indies, but he was someone who told everyone, will tell you once the World Cup will be on. So now I think everybody will understand why he had 4 spinners. So, bringing Kuldeep in USA, Siraj was playing, the way he rotated his bowlers, the way he was talking to his team with the boys and everything, I think he was hungry, but not at the same time, he was not desperate. Because in desperation, you make emotional decisions. But when you are hungry, you are calm, and in calmness, you make right decisions. So if you have someone as a leader who's very calm, then you make right decisions.
For a long time there was that phase, Ishant, even when you were playing, where you were looking at after, the Zahir Khans, after the RP Singhs, and you're looking to identify a left-arm seamer that can take on the mantle. Arshdeep, when it came to the Pacers, was probably one of the last Pacers added to that list. He's ended this competition as a 17 runs tied with Fazil Afriki as the most wickets in a T20 World Cup in 2024. Arshdeep's utility through the phases, the heart that he showed, it's been one of the biggest game changers from day one for India.
I mean, absolutely. He's been a wicket taker, and he has complemented Jasprit Bumrah brilliantly, because Bumrah used to, keep the pressure on the batsman, and when batsmen used to go after Arshdeep, he was, wily enough to, read the situation, read the pitch, and bowl according to the conditions. And his strength has always been picking wickets. He has not been that economical, and he has never been that economical, but he has a knack of picking wickets, and we have seen that today as well. And especially when the ball was doing a little bit in terms of reverse, he knew how to bowl that, and Bumrah as well as Hardik actually have turned it around for India today.
Dale, how challenging is it when you do take wickets, and Arshdeep has taken wickets for India? He's been incisive in the power play, but then sometimes the control, sometimes you need to run. But from a pacer, how do you view that? How do you assess it for yourself, and how does your captain view it for you?
Yeah, so you got to obviously stick to the plan, but you got to go within your strengths. And Arshdeep is somebody who was able to swing the ball up front. He hits the deck nice and hard, and today he got it all right. I think all the Indian bowlers, they got it right. There was moments where Klaasen took the game into his favour, especially against the spinners, but the seamers were fantastic. Bumrah has been phenomenal. I keep talking about Bumrah, but he has been. And you base your bowling around Bumrah. South Africa's noticed that too. They felt like, we got to see him out, and then it gives you other bowlers an opportunity to take wickets. When you see an opportunity to take on a bowler, they're too good just as take on. When their good balls are good, you can sometimes get out to them too. So Arshdeep was fantastic today, only going for 20 runs in a crutch game. Phenomenal bowling, and all around fantastic bowling, captaincy. It was a great game.
Rohit Sharma just defined his own legacy with that little bit of a dance to lift the trophy. If MS Dhoni was your captain cool, if Virat Kohli was your captain fearless, Rohit Sharma is your captain extraordinary, isn't he? He's just so chill, he's just so minnas. Have a look at the biggest win contributions. Hardik Pandya, we've spoken about Jasprit Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh. It has been your seamers, Ishant, that have come to the party. Jasprit Bumrah, just having him in the last 2 World Cups as well shows the utility. So much, not just in terms of delivering with wickets, but his dot ball percentage, Ishant, has been extraordinary in this competition.
First, Mayanti, let me tell you, it's nice to see, 3 bowlers in the contribution and the biggest win contributors. So I think it's very nice to see the bowlers. Otherwise, before, you, especially in this format, you see the batsman wins you game. But as Gunn said, bowlers win you championship, batsmen win you games. So I think it's tremendous seeing 3 bowlers win you games, and especially in the finals. And you know what he said, it's absolutely right, because Bumrah, the amount of dot balls he bowls, it gives you gives other bowlers a great opportunity to take those wickets, and that is very important for other bowlers to take that opportunity and convert into a win for the team.
From the bowlers, let's segue onto the batters. The batters win you the matches. From the captain himself, Rohit Sharma, he's had an extraordinary run in this competition. But when you're that experienced and you are Rohit, how difficult has it been for him to make those adjustments in the last 2 years to change his game towards that attacking intent and set the tone and consistently do it, Raidu?
I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal because he changed the mindset of not just himself, but all the Indian batting unit. And he convinced them into believing that that is the way to go as a unit. And if everybody bats a certain way and the way they have batted, somebody will come out on top on that day. And we have had different guys perform on different days, like we have had Akshar and Virat today. So it's been Rohit in the previous 2 games. So this is a new Indian batting unit, and I've been going on and on like a broken record that this is revolutionary. We have not seen Indian batting go out there and play with such freedom ever. So it's been 1 or 2 guys playing with that freedom, but now you see 8 guys walking in with that freedom, and it's all credit to Rohit Sharma and the team management.
Leading run getter in T20s as well, Rohit Sharma. Look at that strike rate, 257 runs for him in this competition. And if there was one player who wasn't getting the runs in the build-up, it was Virat Kohli. Now he's a player for big tournaments, always excels at the world stage. We saw something different. We saw him come on, take a moment to himself, because even great players feel the pressure, but then they rise. This was tailor-made for Virat Kohli. He was striking at 88 in the middle overs. He was striking at 188 towards the death.
Yeah, he was fantastic. I thought he was batting too slow and he was working into South Africa's favour, but we weren't quite sure what the wicket was like. And you can only really tell what a pitch is like once both teams has battled on it. But it was a masterclass. He managed to steady the ship, so to speak, and let guys come around him. Shivam Dube came out there. I thought he played the knock of the day for me. Came out there, he threw in a couple of runs, injection of runs, and also then accelerated Virat's mind and the way that he wanted to bat. He was striking at about 88, but once he got to 50, it was like he flicked the switch and bang, he hit Marco Jansen for 6, and then he got on a couple more boundaries. So from that point on, he was really, really good. But master knock. He just knew what India needed. They couldn't afford to lose another wicket inside the power play. I think there was a stat that teams that lose 3 wickets inside the power play lose 85% of the games. So he couldn't allow that. He batted through the innings, got his team over the line. Fantastic.
You look back in this tournament, Ishant, and you look at Surya Kumar Yadav. He's rated so highly in this format, and what he also does as a batter, he's opened up that V behind the batter in the field as far as India is concerned. So that's challenging as a bowler, because when Sky is playing all these sort of shots as he's done in this competition, from a bowling plan, it has thrown a lot of teams off.
It's very difficult to bowl someone like Sky. As you said, his V is behind the stump, so it's very difficult. Someone plays these kind of shots and everything. And, he's someone who plays the field. He doesn't play you as a bowler. Where your field is, wherever your 4 fielders are up, he's going to hit you there. So it's very difficult to bowl someone, who's playing the field, because he's very smart and he understands his game pretty well. What are his strong points, where he want to score those important runs for the team and everything. So I think it's very difficult to bowl someone like Sky.
Going back a couple of weeks ago during the IPL, one of the more endearing visuals or other reels that were doing the rounds was Ambati Raidu with his arm around Hardik Pandya when times were tough, and it has been tough. He said it himself today as well. And now he's got a smile on his face. Look at him now. He's a world champion. He's had a rock-star T20 World Cup as well. Hardik has always somehow managed to be the player for the big occasions. But just what he faced on a personal front and leading up into this World Cup to quickly overcome that, Raidu. And you know him well. You understand what it would have taken.
I think it is great on his part. He has such great mental strength. And now I dare anybody to boo him in India. If you can try and do that, you will know it. And he is an amazing individual, and I have played with him, in my state team, and he's an amazing guy, amazing human being, and that's why he could come through this, storm, get through this storm that he had just a few months back, and to come back that strongly is unbelievable. And You know, he's a world champion now. Yeah, he's been a match winner for India for a very, very long time. And today he has shown it again. You know, his value in the side by picking that wicket of Klaasen and then totally finishing the game for India. Look at that emotions.
Yeah, emotions will flow. One of the turning points as well, Ishant, or one of the players that really stood up the occasion in this final was Akshar Patel. Actually, the tournament that he's had for India in this competition, well and truly absorbing pressure as an all-rounder role. Akshar, and then of course Kuldeep, who was tailored for these conditions.
See, Akshar is someone, while he's bowling, I call him a thief. He doesn't go for too many, to be honest. He's amazing if the conditions are very favorable for his bowling, and the way he's batting at a moment, he's improved his batting massively, which is a big prospect. You know, it's very good for the future of his and his for the Indian team as well. And if we talk about Kuldeep, the way he changed himself after that surgery, I think his pace, the way he's bowling and everything, I think is something different. The way both of them, you know, complement each other is tremendous.
Come on, Raidu, here's your moment. Show us your dance step.
I would say, Mayanti, I just want to say to Dale Steyn, Dale, come on. You got some moves.
Come on, Dale, you got some moves.
That's not my game, I can promise you now.
No, the secrets. Now I know you have some moves. Come on, Dale. Come on. It's very easy. Light mode.
Like that? I've tried my whole life to avoid the dance floor, honestly.
These moments. Hey, is it all Delhi boys, Ishant, leading the charge? Of course, it has to be all the Delhi boys leading the charge.
Yeah, when it's Bhangra, then obviously the North Indians has to be there, you know, because we are the one who does all these kind of. You know, when the fun is, when we are around, fun is always there.
Bhai Ishan, don't take the credit away from all the South Indians. There is Siraj there.
I was just
Raidu, Siraj can't do what we can do as a North Indians. Let's be honest.
See, Ishant, they split up the North Indians. One here, one South Indian, one South African.
Boss, we are Indians.
Yes, we are Indian. We are Indian, Raidu. We are Indian. I can teach you some moves as well.
Okay, Ishant, I'm going to hold you to that. You better get up that chair and teach us some moves as well as we look to. You want to teach us something? Because Dale is not convinced.
No, I think Gun knows everything.
Come on, Ishant, you need to do this now.
Come on, Ishant.
Come on.
Oh, sorry, he's out of frame. He's too tall.
Come on, Dale, you can do it. That's easy.
Come on, Dale, you can do it.
Oh, that's,
come on, Dale.
My celebrations are reserved when South Africa win, but well done, India.
You're a good sport, Dale. You are such a good sport. You are a class character as well. Look, you will celebrate these moments. Indian fans have waited a long time.
Look at Khalil there. Look at Khalil. He's in his bathroom.
Before Raidu runs off and joins them as well, it's been epic moments from Team India in this competition. They're the first T20 World Champions to go unbeaten to lift that trophy. We look back at some of the top moments in our builders up to space moments.
खेलने देना यार अभी आया आड़ा मारने देना एक आउट हुआ आड़ा मारने से
Rohit will spin the coin.
tears of anticipation to tears of elation through moments of utter celebration, India crowned T20 World Champions, a wait that has endured for over a decade. Heartbreaks at the final hurdles. They got close 7 months ago when they made a home final, but they fell at the final hurdle, but not today. In what has been an extraordinary run for both teams in this competition, South Africa and India, first time ever that they played out a final, and just literally by the barest of margins. If I can borrow that line, it is India that has prevailed in those moments. We've spoken about the big match players from Team India. We've spoken about the joy, the elation, what it means as well. But for one of those individuals who's just been guiding this team, who has so many accomplishments, who did it with the under-19 team, now as a coach, Rahul Dravid finally got a moment to get his hands on a World Cup trophy.
A traditionalist, a true gentleman of the game. Over 24,000 international runs, 48 international tons, and a plethora of cricketers groomed under his tutelage. Mr. Dependable, India's wall, Rahul Sharad Dravid is a living legend of cricket, leaving a legacy for generations to come.
It's 50 for Rahul Dravid.
He was my first international captain when I made my debut in Ireland. He was my first captain, and then I've seen him play while I was just coming into the team, test matches, when he was captain, and such a big role model for all of us. Growing up, we watched him play.
Rahul has served Indian cricket for decades as a player, captain, and now coach.
He's shown a lot of great determination throughout his career, and that is something that when he came here as a coach, I wanted to learn from him.
As curtains come down on yet another chapter of his glorious career, his team and 1 billion fans echo the sentiment. Do it for Dravid.
The kind of people that I've had the pleasure of working with, my coaching staff, the people who I've worked closely with, and then just overall around that, the support staff as well, just the professionalism around it. I think that's for me is really the fondest thing. I know there have been results, and we've had some really good results in this time. We've had some times where it's not been that easy, and that's part and parcel of being a coach and being a cricket team. But for me, I think the fondest memories that I'll take back is the connections that I've built, the friendships that I've built. That will last long after I forget and remember some of these good results or bad results.
The great wall of Indian cricket getting, as we know, what was his final assignment, getting the elation, the celebration, the goodbye that he deserves. Ishant, there have been 2 moments that I've seen the calm Rahul Dravid lose it in the emotion. One was, of course, that IPL game, that famous throw the cap. One was today, when he finally got his hands on that trophy and he roared in emotion and elation. All these years of Rahul, who's been one of the greatest servants to Indian cricket, as a cricketer and now as a coach as well. I mean, it encapsulates the journey beautifully.
It's very, very unlike Rahul bhai. You can't see emotions from him, especially, either you win, lose. I think it's very unlike Rahul bhai, to be honest, because even I made my debut under him. He was very serious, always, he wants his things to be in a particular manner and everything. The kind of emotion we saw here, I think that says, it's something very different, and that's not Rahul Dravid I know.
I got one more Dilli wala.
No, I just want to ask him, Jatin bhai, how long has it been since you have been presenting?
2008. 2008.
So how do you feel? How do you feel today?
I mean, I don't want to talk about it, but literally when Hardik, Rohit, Virat, everyone was just getting together, I've just heard that the press box, Indian media was trying. Almost everyone has shed a tear. And because, people, whatever they might call it, but we know how much effort these boys put in. We come in, day out, attend practice sessions. We know what happened with them, what a heartbreak it was for them, and it is for the whole country. So it's just transferring the emotion of the country to them. On top of the world, and my daughter came for the first final.
And for guys who don't know what broadcasting is, as a cricketer, I have immense respect, because I've seen Jatin bhai last night. He was preparing, he was tensed, he was writing notes, and then he left his daughter, came back in the night. to get a car at 6 in the morning, and this is him winning a World Cup from the broadcast studio. We are so happy for you, Jatin, and also Mayanti. You guys have been around for such a long time.
Mayanti's left his son in Bengaluru. Like everyone, we've come away with the kids. This one is here, and now I'm becoming Rishabh Pant. I mean, babysitter. Over and out.
My father-in-law hugged me on the way there, and I started crying. Because to be able to have a World Cup winner, the privilege at home, and to see him so emotional in this moment. They did it in '83 and he's here to see it in 2007. It's a big moment for all those, actually, when we speak about Rahul Dravid, Raidu, it's also a big moment for those who spent those years being involved in Indian cricket, so much on that support staff. I'm sure for Ravi as well, who's been here as well.
Absolutely. I mean, these are the ones that have shown India the way in terms of playing cricket, and all of us, every youngster who has watched them while growing up has always taken a lead or a cue from what they have been doing, and the way they have played at the world stage, and especially against bowlers like them, and in conditions like South Africa and Australia. It's always been so inspiring, and it was so motivating, and we knew that yes, we could actually face up to them by looking at what Rahul Dravid has done, what Sunil Gavaskar has done, what Sachin Tendulkar has done. So these are the icons that have brought Indian cricket to this stage, and including MS Dhoni as well. And Rohit Sharma has taken it to a different level from there.
On that very emotional note, I will take a breather and I'll let you soak it in back at home. I know it's close to 1 a.m. No one is sleeping today. India are T20 World Cup champions. You've been waiting for this. Don't you dare go to sleep. You talk it out. You take in every moment. You celebrate your players. You celebrate and take in every single emotion. I leave you now with Wimbledon. That's just around the corner. We'll be right back.
Championship points to win Wimbledon.
Doesn't eat the entire surface because there is further tennis to be played here.
The waiting is over.
We might speak.
That's up in the air. Pat takes it comfortably. Bowling right through his defence. 2 wickets in the over.
That is Rohit Sharma for you.
Oh, what a shot this is. Your ball picked off. That's typical punt for you.
He's gone for the reverse and it's up and over. Excellent shot there from Pat. How good was that?
Edge and gone. Brilliantly taken in the slips.
Zaman has gone up over the top and it's been taken by Rishabh Pant.
Oh, that's going to miss.
We want him to be in that kind of mindset till the end of the World Cup. But yeah, he's a genius with the ball. We all know that.
Up in the air. Simple catch. Hardik Pandya making no mistake. Oh, what a catch!
We're now getting innovative. There is no one down there whatsoever. And with a flick of the wrist, it's bang, bang, boundaries back to back.
Playing cricket here wasn't easy. Luckily, for us, we managed to pull through in all 3 games, and we can take a lot of confidence from victory like this.
There goes Kohli. Lajabab Rishabh Pant. 50 for Surya Kumar Yadav. They win by 47 runs. That is a big six. And an excellent half century for Hardik Pandya. They are comprehensive winners here. They win by 50 runs. That's big. Nice meaty sound. The third six of the over. And this is into the crowd. And Rohit Sharma has reached 50 of just 19. A sparkling innings this. Pulled away, nice placement, another boundary, more runs, reverse sweep, intentions clear, and he connects long. Oh, knocks him over, this is Jasprit Bumrah.
Goes for it again, straight to him, as soon as the fielder has dropped back there.
Little touch, yes, the break has done it. Nicking a wide one, Klaasen goes frustrated. Wide, Miller gets it. No! What a catch! Oh my God!
It's in the air, it's India who win the T20 World Cup after 17 years. The drought is over.
It was an unblemished campaign from Team India, the first ever to go all the way victorious to the line and become world champions. 13 years awaiting a decade of what has been hurt at the final stage, and Rohit Sharma defines his legacy. He's won it as a player in 2007 as the only player to have contested every T20 World Cup. He has now won it as a captain for the greats like Rohit, the icons, for the greats like Virat, who's now a double world champion across formats. This moment here means everything. Over 1 billion dreams encapsulated in those moments, carried forward on those shoulders of blue. And tonight we celebrate. We are world champions after over a decade of yearning, and they have done it with team moments. They have done it with milestone-loaded moments, but they have done it for all of you sitting at home across the globes, and those who have played this great game wearing that Indian shirt with pride. They have done it yet again. I mean, we look back here as we've got Ishant Sharma, Ambati Rayudu and Dale Steyn here, and you've done it for Rahul Dravid, who finally gets his hand on a World Cup trophy. This is the day that you let your emotions pour. I know, Dale, when we look back in this entire World Cup, that it has been a glorious run for South Africa. They have won from tough situations, first time ever in a final. It's a huge accomplishment for all the greats, including yourself, who played for your nation. What will be your biggest memory that you take back from this World Cup?
Wow, I mean, there's so many. I think South Africa making the final is a wonderful memory. I was very fortunate that when South Africa hit the winning runs, we were sitting in the comm box next to the commentary box, Sean Pollock and myself, and Craig Cozier, the son of the great Tony Cozier, called us in quickly. He said, when there's single digits, get in here, and I would like you guys to talk it through as South Africa hit the winning runs, and we were able to do that. So it was great to be a part of seeing South Africa get into a final. Would have been fantastic if South Africa got over the line. Obviously, look at the celebrations that we see with the Indian team right now. That's what you play for that trophy. But I suppose that moment there, South Africa getting over that hurdle, getting into a final, would have been fantastic. They fought their way through this World Cup. Tough conditions. Every pitch they played on was difficult, from New York all the way through. But today we had a belter. Today was an absolute great track. It was dead even for both teams. And I think at the end of the day, there was one man that kind of changed the tournament for India, and he stood in the way of South Africa getting over the line. Jasprit Bumrah, I know he didn't get the full accolades of the day, but just the mental mindset that you got to have to get over somebody like him probably cost South Africa winning today. and India will have the celebrations for a few more years until we get another chance.
It's those small margins, it's that frame that means everything. When Virat has said this would be my last T20 World Cup. Ishant, obviously, don't say that India winning the World Cup is your biggest takeaway, but actually, what has been your biggest takeaway from this campaign, or a moment that meant everything to you watching this team give it their all?
I would say that India didn't lose a single game in this World Cup, so that means they dominated the whole tournament. That's the biggest takeaway, I would say. And yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway, because India has dominated the whole tournament. I mean, if you look at the bowling, batting, fielding, the kind of balance we got even in the team, playing with 6 bowlers and, every batsman and every single player, doing the job for the team.
I'm just going to call the rest of our team in as I leave the last words. Raidu's the bully here, so Raidu, let's get them in. Come on, bring everyone with you.
Everyone.
This is a moment, they're all in broadcast behind the camera. I'm getting just a few in. Come on, wait. Sorry guys, I have to go out of frame. But this man who's been following the Blues for that many years, everyone has to take in this moment. Tane Aja, Sasha Aja. Come on, all of you. This is just a very, very small team. There are many people behind the scenes here. Raidu, as all of us come into this frame, these are the people behind the screen. Abhi, have to lock the camera and come in. Boss! He's ignoring us on camera. I leave the last words. To Ambati Raidu as to what this has meant for all of us who waited over a decade, with all of you at home as well, for this moment of glory. What this means.
So I think it means,
season as a commentator,
it is a victory for every single Indian who has sat in the same spot, who has worn the same shirt, who has eaten the same food, who has gone to a temple in the morning, who has gone to a mosque in the morning, who has gone to a gurudwara in the morning. This is for you all. This is us all here bringing it to you. And there Rohit Sharma has left a legacy. Virat Kohli, that frame has left a legacy for generations to come. And this is it, guys. This is it.
Bye, Ashant. Bye, everyone. Bye. Celebrate through the night.
Enjoy
India,
the
our World Cup champions. We leave you with that. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a privilege to be hosting the World Cup. It's going to be the whole world watching.
I'm pumped and excited. It will be the last time.
For West Indies, be ready.
The hero of American cricket. Are you not entertained, America?
David Visa is the hero in the Super Over.
We're going to have a Super Over. The stars and stripes are flying high and proudly in Dallas, Texas.
I really think we're coming together as a group. Guys are stepping up in the right moments.
Markram takes a catch.
India against Pakistan in New York, the epitome of a blockbuster.
4 overs without conceding a run for Lockie Ferguson.
It's the Shafeen Rutherford show. Nicholas Pooran is letting loose.
Fabulous.
It's a nice sunny day for the